Evan woke up with a sharp pain in his head. Bright blue lights burned his eyes, and strange voices echoed around him. When he opened his eyes fully, he realized he was lying on a soft metal bed inside an alien medical room. Tall figures with silver skin and glowing eyes stared at him like he was some kind of miracle, or a problem no one wanted. Guards rushed in. One of them shouted, "Confirm it again! The clone is pregnant. The human caused it." Evan sat up fast. "What? I did what?" He remembered nothing. His last memory was helping someone escape a fire in a lab. He remembered smoke, alarms, someone crying in fear, and his hand holding haze. But everything after that was a blur. A hologram flickered on. It showed him carrying an injured alien woman through flames. She was scared, weak, and shaking. He had only wanted to help. He never knew she was connected to royalty. He never knew she was a clone of the alien queen herself. The aliens around him whispered in fear and excitement. "The queen will be furious." No, she may be pleased. Humans are dangerous. Humans are special. Or humans must be destroyed before more accidents happen. Before Evan could stand, the metal doors opened with a deep hum. The temperature in the room changed. Everyone stepped back with bowed heads. The real alien queen entered. She was taller than all the others, almost twice Evan's height. Her skin glowed with soft gold patterns that moved like living fire. Her eyes were bright amber, sharp, powerful, and too intelligent. She moved slowly, like someone who already owned the whole world and did not fear anything inside it. She stopped directly in front of Evan and examined him like he was something she had ordered but did not expect to arrive so soon. "So," she said softly, her voice deep and calm, "this is the human who touched my clone." Evan swallowed hard. I didn't mean anything bad. She was hurt. The lab was burning. I just helped her." The queen stared at him for a long time. "My clone is pregnant, and she says it was her choice." Gasps filled the room. The guard stiffened. The queen lowered her head a little, looking straight into Evan's eyes. "You did not make a mistake. Human. She chose you, and now I must understand why." Evan's heart raced. He felt trapped, confused, and very small in front of her. He had no idea what she wanted from him. Scientists argued in the background. Guards prepared restraints. The clone, still weak, watched him from behind glass with soft, grateful eyes. The queen raised her hand. Silence fell immediately. "Take him to my private chamber," she commanded. "I will speak to him alone." Evan's stomach dropped as guards lifted him. He had only wanted to save someone. But that simple act was about to change the future of an empire. Evan walked slowly beside the queen's guards as they led him through long crystal hallways. Everything around him felt alive. The walls pulsed with soft light, and the floor shifted colors under his feet. He could feel dozens of eyes watching him from behind glass windows. Some aliens looked shocked. Some looked curious. Some looked like they wanted him gone. He whispered to himself, "Why am I here? What do they want from me?" The guards finally stopped outside a tall door carved with golden patterns. It opened by itself, revealing the queen's private chamber. The room was huge, round, and glowing softly like the inside of a giant pearl. The queen stood near a window, looking out at the stars. She didn't turn around when Evan entered. "Come closer," she said. Her voice sent a cold shiver down his back. Evan walked forward slowly. When he reached her, the queen finally looked at him. "You changed the destiny of my empire," she said, "and you did it by accident." Evan shook his head quickly. "I didn't do anything special. I only helped your clone because she was hurt. Anyone would have done that." "No," the queen replied. "Most would have run. Most would have saved themselves. But you protected her. That alone makes you valuable." Evan didn't know what to say. He stared at the stars outside the window, giant blue suns, glowing rings, ships floating like silver birds. He felt very small. The queen stepped closer. Her height and presence were overwhelming. "You will travel with me to the capital world," she said. "My people must see you. They must understand why the clone chose you." Evan's eyes widened. "Wait, me? Travel with you? Why? I'm just a mechanic. I don't belong in your empire." The queen raised an eyebrow. "You belong now. The clone carries your child, and the Empire will demand answers. Before Evan could speak, a sudden alarm echoed across the room. A soldier rushed in. "Your Majesty, a rebel group has learned about the human. They say he is a threat. They are preparing to attack." The Queen's expression darkened. "Let them try." The soldier hesitated. "They will kill him first." The Queen turned toward Evan. Her golden eyes were sharp, almost protective. "No one touches what is mine." Evan froze. "Yours? I'm not." But before he finished, the chamber shook. A distant explosion rattled the walls. Guards ran past the door. The Queen stepped in front of Evan, her body glowing with fiery patterns. "Stay behind me," she commanded. "Humans are small, but small things can be very important." More explosions. The lights flickered. The rebels were close. Evan grabbed a metal pipe from the ground. His hand shook, but he stood ready. The Queen glanced at him and allowed a faint smile. "Good. I wanted to see if you would run." "I won't," Evan said. Then, the Queen said, "You may survive this empire after all." The attack did not last long, but the message was clear. Many in the empire did not want a human near their queen. After the explosion stopped and the rebels were captured, Evan sat quietly in a protected chamber. His hands still shook from holding the metal pipe. He had never been in a real fight before, especially not on an alien ship. The Queen entered the room without guards. Her glowing patterns had dimmed, showing she was tired, but her eyes were still sharp. She looked at Evan for a long moment before speaking. "You did not run," she said, "even when you knew you could die." Evan shrugged weakly. "Running felt wrong. Your clone trusted me. And you didn't deserve to be blown up." The Queen almost laughed, but her face stayed controlled. "Most humans fear us, but you act with instinct, not fear." She sat across from him. The room felt smaller with her presence. Evan swallowed. "Why am I really here?" he asked finally. "Why does your empire care so much about me?" The Queen studied him, deciding whether to tell him the truth. Then she nodded slowly. "My people are dying," she said. "Not from war, not from sickness. From something older. Our bloodline cannot continue. We cannot create strong offspring anymore." Evan frowned. "But your clone?" "Yes," the Queen interrupted. "She was a test. A clone with purified royal blood. But even she could not carry a child with any alien male. Her body rejected every attempt." Evan stayed, stunned. "So, when she met me—" "She changed," the Queen said. "Her energy stabilized. Her cells accepted yours. It was impossible, but it happened." Evan felt his heart pound. "So your people think humans are the answer?" The Queen nodded. "Some believe you are a miracle. Others believe you are a threat that must be removed." Evan leaned back, overwhelmed. He had come from a small city on Earth. He fixed engines and drank cheap coffee. He was nobody, and now an entire empire's future was tied to him. The Queen continued, her voice softer. "The Council wants to take you to a lab. They want to use you, control you, study you, but I will not allow that." Evan looked up, surprised. "Why?" The Queen didn't answer right away. Her eyes softened, just a little. "Because you protected my clone with your life. You protect without expecting anything. And you speak to me like I am a person, not a throne." Evan didn't know what to say. Suddenly the doors burst open. Elite guards entered, tense. One stepped forward. "Your Majesty, the Council demand we hand the human over at once." The Queen stood slowly. Her gold markings flared with light. "Tell the Council," she said, "that the human is under MY protection. Touch him, and they will answer to me." The guards bowed and left. Evan stared at her. "You would fight your own people, for me?" The Queen looked at him with calm fire. "I do not fight for you, human. I fight for the future my empire does not yet understand." Evan stood behind the Queen as they walked toward the Royal Council Hall. The long corridors were filled with guards, scientists, and nobles. Everyone stared at him like he was a strange creature that might save them or destroy everything. His heart beat fast, but he kept walking. He knew running was useless now. The Queen walked with calm power, her golden markings glowing brighter with every step. Everyone bowed as she passed. But they did not bow to Evan. They only watched him with cold, judging eyes. When the giant doors opened, Evan saw the council waiting. 12 tall aliens sat in a half-circle around a glowing platform. Their faces were serious, their eyes sharp. One counselor stood. "Your Majesty," he said, "we demand a human be handed to us. For testing. For control. For safety." Evan felt cold inside. Another added, "Your clone carrying his child proves humans are dangerous to our power. If he stays free, he may change the royal bloodline forever." A third council leaned forward. "Give him to us, or we will remove him ourselves." Guards tightened their weapons. Some pointed their guns at Evan. Some pointed at the Queen. The entire room felt like a storm waiting to explode. The Queen stepped forward slowly. "No," she said. The council looked shocked. She raised her voice. "You forget who I am. I am the first queen of the Golden Line. My word is the law of this empire." The counselor hissed, "Not anymore. The people fear the human. Your clone is pregnant with an unknown child. Your empire demands control." Evan swallowed hard. He knew this was his life on the line. But he also felt that the Queen was carrying something much bigger than him. She was fighting her own people for a future that didn't exist yet. He stepped forward. "I never wanted this," he said quietly. "I never wanted to threaten your empire. I only saved someone who was hurt." The council ignored him, but the Queen looked at him, and for the first time, her expression softened. She turned to the council. "You see weakness. I see a chance. Our people cannot have children anymore. Our blood is fading." But the human changed that. Councilors shouted, argued, threatened. The room shook with anger. Then the Queen did something no one expected. She removed her golden crown. The guards froze. The council gasped. Evan's breath caught in his throat. The Queen placed a crown on Evan's shoulder, not giving it to him, but mocking him. "This human stands under my protection," she declared. "If you want him, you must remove me first." Silence. Then a slow, reluctant bow spread through the hall. Not because they agreed, but because no one dared challenge the Queen directly. The Queen stepped beside Evan. "Walk with me," she said softly. As they left the chamber, Evan whispered, "Why did you do that?" The Queen answered without looking at him. "Because you changed the destiny of my clone, and now you may change mine." Evan felt the weight of her words. He had come from a small life on Earth, but now he was part of the future of an entire empire.